Hello everybody. Bet you can barely even see me. I'm blending in with the tree right here. Starting this episode, welcome back to another SkyFactory 4 episode with some peaceful Minecraft music in the background. Actually, I don't know if you can hear that, but I think you can. If you can't, awkward, but that's okay. But yeah, I'm really excited to get back into another episode. Last time we built this little platform here for our storage system, kind of going for a techie alien tech kind of vibe. I don't know, something like that. But yeah, so today we're actually going to get some of the hardware in. We've got the structure a little bit. Let's get the hardware and figure it out what we're going to do, because there are a couple things that I realized I'm going to have to consider, one of which that's really important is power. How are we going to power this thing? I'm assuming it requires some kind of energy. Let's actually see if it has like a processing, export, link, storage. I wonder if it just connects to other mods, or maybe it doesn't need energy. That would be crazy. If it does, I mean, we have one option of powering, or not powering, but connecting this power up here to what we've got down there. Or, you know, just taking a battery over every once in a while. Or what I think I might do if we do need energy is kind of look into some of the other sources of providing energy and maybe build, I don't know, a power plant like right here or right there, or below it, or above it, who knows? But we'll decide that when we get there. But the main thing we need to do today is start getting some of these items built, and hooking them up, figuring out the mod. And I have a bunch of cobblestone I'm gonna put back. Probably don't need all of it. And so let's look at some of these recipes. So this is the Simple Storage Network mod. And basically what I think it's going to be able to do is we have this network master and this controller. Not sure, I think, so this says we need one network master per network. So I think, you know, it says the heart of the network. This is kind of the, who knows, maybe we power this and it gives power to everything else. I think this is what we're going to be interacting with. We overview and request items from the network. I just started and my throat is already dry. Who would have believed that? Sorry if I clear my throat right in the mic. I'll try not to. And then we have the controller. It says manage all processing cables in the network. So we have processing cable, which automates simple processing transactions. We have storage cable. And we have a bunch of actually other things going on. We have a link, export, import. Not sure what all of them do, but we will figure it out. Export, import, sing, store, who knows. But let's build a bunch of these. Just looking through the recipes. They don't look too crazy. Looks like we'll have to have a lot of stone. We have quite a bit of stone already, I think. Yeah, not too much actually. And hold up. Yeah, this is the old recipe. I think it'll be plenty for what we need actually. But let me cook up more. Can I do this in a smeltery? And by smeltery I meant like the tinkers over there. I don't know. So let's, oh, I have a bunch of bricks in here. Let's actually just cook up a little bit of cobble, because why not? And get some bricks while we're at it. And I don't know where, I guess I'm storing bricks here. Who knows? Yeah, it's been a while. Last episode was the first one in quite a bit actually that I got back into this mod pack. So I'm still remembering everything that we got going on. Okay, let's take a look. I know for sure we're going to need gold, we're going to need iron, a little bit of diamond, and we're gonna need quartz. So I have my quartz being sent here, and we don't have a lot. We have about 4 stacks. I'm gonna take 3 of those stacks. And hope that my, oh, excuse me, door. Hope my nether trees keep building more, or producing more. Diamonds, we've got 18 stacks, so I think we're gonna be good on diamonds. And then let's smelt up some iron and gold, I think. So I'm gonna grab, let's do 4 stacks of each. And I need to check if these guys create alloys in the smeltery. So if you haven't seen, which if you haven't, I'm really surprised. What do I actually, oh, yeah, I have this set up. So what I'm gonna do, and you might not have seen this before, but I'm sure you've seen Tinker's Construct. Basically what happens is we have this pipe and it's gonna be pulling out whatever I put into here and throwing it into the smeltery. The smeltery then cooks up my iron, creates it into liquid form, which will then come out in these different guys, which I can also automate here, which I'm gonna, actually, we'll keep that on for now. I'll show you, it gets a little messy. But, so let me see, iron takes a while. I'm gonna throw this gold in here too. Almost there. This is the progress bar of heating up. It's getting white hot, and look, we turn into molten iron. I'm actually gonna click on this because I want to see, yeah, we can create alloys by mixing these different molten metals together. And then I just am double checking that it doesn't make an alloy with gold, which it does not, so we're okay. With putting this in here automatically, it won't mix. But then, let's see, it pours out here automatically through this pipe again, and you can see that progress bar it's solidifying in this basin, and look, it's pouring out again. It filled up really fast, but it filled up with molten, and then it's gonna solidify, and then it gets put into here. So we're just gonna let that run. We could also manually right click here, and yeah, it's all getting pulled out the bottom and it's getting shoved into the chest in the back. And that's what this is doing. So we're gonna let that happen, but in the meantime, we should have, we've got plenty of resources to use. So let's grab like a stack of gold and iron. We don't need that much. Let's just do half a stack. And let's figure out what we're doing here. We're not going to be building for now, so let me clear up some inventory space, putting these guys in here. And we've got an odd little 2 oak slabs there. So let's head over here. I'm going to do the crafting here, I guess. So let's start out. We need a network master. So that's going to take storage cables. It's going to take a diamond and blocks of quartz. It looks like pretty much everything takes storage cables. So I'm just going to make a ton of these. So let's get the stone that I should have grabbed already when I was over here. You're still cooking. We're just going to take this guy. I'm going to take 3. I probably don't need that much. Let's just do this. Is that right? I don't know. I think that will be perfect multiple of 3, but let's double check. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of slabs. Now we need a bunch of iron. And let's make, actually, we cannot quite make a stack. How much is this? I might as well make it all. We probably won't use it all, but who cares? We'll keep 4 stacks in my inventory for now. I'm gonna put some nether quartz just in there, just for fun. This is kind of our redstone techie thing. Techie chest, not thing. It is a thing, but it's also a chest. And so we've got a bunch of cables. Let's make our storage master. So I'm just gonna make, oh, nothing apparently. 16 quartz blocks. And let's make one of these guys. Master blaster. Hopefully this works. I want to see what this guy does. Potential empty slots 0, connectables 0. Don't know what that means. Well, let's see if this breaks it. It doesn't. Ooh. Hopefully I can just break it. Okay. Some of these are really picky and I could have just destroyed that. Not that it would have been a huge deal. Okay. Now let's make a storage request table. So we're going to need to get our gold out. Probably not that much gold because we're logging up our inventory. Okay. Just one more for fun times. So let's make, I think, just one of these guys for now. But we might need more. I'm not sure. I want it now. Yep, I'm very impatient. That's me. We need to make a backpack or something. What does this do now? Nothing. Okay, interesting. So we have this sorting place. Let me see, just for funds. Ooh. Okay, we have a storage request table 1, connectables 1, and potential empty slots 0. So let me, this is annoying. Let me see what happens if I put some cobblestone in there. Cobble, okay, no. So it does, I definitely do need cables and stuff. What were we at? Simple storage. Interesting. And real quick, just for fun. Okay, nothing changed. But then when I break that, oh yeah, it didn't even recognize the chest. Good to know. So we have those guys. It says connectables. Does that mean it still needs to be connected? Storage cable 2, connectables 3. Interesting. What does that mean? Okay, that doesn't connect. Connectables 3. So I have 3 things here. Connectables 4. Interesting. So is it like the number of cables I have is the number of connectables I have? But then also everything else I put in the system like this? I don't know. So we have cables. Now let's get a controller, which is a little bit more. Okay. So processing. So this is going to be, okay, observer. Let's get a couple observers. We don't have redstone in here. That's okay. We'll get, I don't know how much redstone we need. Let's make some observers. 10, why not? I think the limiting factor there was the cobblestone. And then yeah, let's see, we're missing some golden nuggets. So we can make 36. I don't know if we need that many. Let's just do 16 for now. Oh yeah, let's take these back and take back some nuggets. Probably a good idea to have, especially like gold nuggets. I think it's used a lot. Maybe even iron nuggets. Oh, not that many iron nuggets. Oh, and now I have it. Silly Nathaniel. Okay. Silly me. Okay. Throw those off. Okay, we got a processing cable, which we need for the controller. We also need 4 lapis lazuli blocks, too many L's, and some obsidian. That actually will take a little bit. I don't know if I have any saved up. I do. I have 60. I think I remember that. I just grinded out a bunch of obsidian one day. So let's make that now. And we got some nice Minecraft music. Control yourself. Okay. So it manages all processing cables, which are these guys, which can automate simple processing transactions in the network. What does that even mean? So we have our controller. Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna play some games. Let's see, let's get, just throw the blocks back. We'll hold on to the ingots for now, we might need more. So clear up my inventory just a tad. Then let me get one of every single kind of cable. We need a piston. Give me back my redstone. Do I have everything? I can make one piston. Oh, I can almost make one piston. One piston. I'm just gonna throw out the oak wood plank. Get out of my inventory, please. Okay, we got those guys. Import. We need a hopper. I have hoppers. Okay. So now a couple of questions I have. Do these stack together or do they all take one block by themselves? So there's some mods. Yeah, so that doesn't work. Oh, holy guacamole. Okay, we've got a processing cable. Let's see, ingredients for each cycle will be sent as if coming from this block side. Up. And I'm assuming down. When pulling processing results, it will be taken as if from this block side. Okay, transaction valid, set output on right, set input on left. Refresh processing transactions. So if it is stuck waiting for a result, this will swap it back to recipe mode. Gather ingredients. An import filter. Interesting. Don't know what that does. But it looks like it's probably used for crafting, or maybe saying, hey, I want you to send something to a furnace and cook something up and then bring it back. But then we have storage link cable. Hopefully this is pretty self-explanatory. Actually, let's put down a controller. Connectables is still only one. So it was the controller that says it manages all processing cables. Interesting. Nothing there. Nothing there. But let's check out, one second. Imports items from attached inventory into that network. Into the network. Imports items from attached inventory. Used to connect inventory to the network. And exports items from the network into attached inventory. And default cable to connect parts of your network. So I'm assuming connect parts means like that. Controller 1. Was that controller there before? Error. What's the error for? Okay, the error's gone. So yes, it's recognizing the controller, it's recognizing the storage request. So my question is, so we need to link the cable. Oh, stop. We've got error. storage link cable, storage request, potential empty slots 18, connectables 5. Okay, so we can see everything. We can take it out. We can put it back in. We can put in whatever we want. Redstone's in there. Redstone's out. Okay, so that's nice. No power, actually. We don't actually need any power. Interesting. Now I wonder if I want to put something into my inventories. Can I pipe exports items from the network into attached inventory? Imports items from attached inventory into the network. Huh. What does that mean? Imports. Because I have it connected already as if it were, you know, imported. What does imported mean? I don't know. But we have a start. We have something where we can set up storage and we can access it. Does it go across mods? Maybe not, or maybe you can only have one per cable. Okay, it looks like we can't double connect on cables. Good to know. Interesting. And I wonder how it prioritizes things. Let's say I have here, and I don't have any iron in this chest. If I'm gonna throw iron into here, did not go into there, it went into here. Interesting. Now let me see if I have iron in there. Still went into here. Very interesting. I wonder if that's just... Let me double check it if it does work. Yes, it does. But it prioritized the chest first. Is it because I had that connected first? No. Is it because it's the furthest? Who knows? Can I do this and still... Oh, very interesting. So this still connects to the cable. Oh, okay, no. It is there. It just took a little bit, I guess, to refresh. So then what happens if I do something like... I just want to see if it can hook up to the back. I also want to test other sides. So now this is the furthest cable away. I can see the iron in there. Stop. Put in iron. Yeah, okay. So the furthest away, and I don't know, that's what it seems to be at this point. The furthest away is... What am I trying to say? Prioritized. That's the word. Okay, so I wonder what these import and export cables do. I'm guessing it's probably needed. I actually don't know. Maybe if I want to, because I can pull out myself these things, but maybe. So if I hook up an export cable, I have this here. Import filtered, demote priority. Smaller goes first. Interesting. Promote. And then import filter. Oh, gone. Very interesting. So it looks like I was only able to figure out just a part of it, just how to connect and access inventories. So the rest I'll probably research off camera, And yeah, we'll figure all that out. For the meantime, though, we'll probably end the episode soon, but let's just stick this stuff, put a chest down yonder, this away. Let's put a chest here. Right here, I guess. I don't want it in the actual build for now, but we do want to show that it is part of that build. Okay, and let's just stick all this stuff. I guess I forgot to get the rest of the storage cables. I guess we can put in just some things that might be useful to craft here. Sweet. Is that everything in my inventory that belongs to this? I think so. Oh, I forgot about that. This actually holds stuff in it when you break it, which is so nice. And it remembers that it was used for something once. Wait a second, what? 4.1k? This is 4.1k too. Weird, I didn't actually know that. Yeah, now has a different, what is that, the MPT tag value type thing? It's its own block now. I don't know. I don't know much about that kind of stuff. But let's probably call that a day. So now we know what we're gonna do. And that's not true at all. We know slightly, we have a small inkling of what we need to do, is to connect our master and controller and request table, use these storage link cables, which we'll need a lot more of, to then connect to maybe a bunch of chests or a bunch of drawers. I'm not sure yet, but we will figure that out. But that's the wrong button. I think we're going to call that a day. So with these beautiful penguins in the background, I'm going to wish you guys a good day. Hope that everything goes well, and thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.